I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. Happy, what's today? Monday. You guys know I always forget the days. Hi, Key Bevels. I know I'm saying that wrong, but thank you for the super chat. Thanks for covering this case. We'll be listening till I hopefully fall asleep. Long road trip very early in the morning. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a safe trip. And yes, this is going to be short because I am going to be going live on TikTok tonight, you guys. But I just wanted to come on here and, kind of update you guys on this case. Hey, Aesop, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Gumby. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Commander. Hey, the Paula Michelle. How are you, sweetie? It's good to see you. Thank you guys all for being here. Georgia girl, cool gamer, mama of 3. Thank you guys for being here. So I'm going to be just updating you guys on this case. Really not much to update you guys on, but I do want to start off by saying happy birthday to Shanquilla Robinson, which is why I wanted to talk about this today and kind of update you guys. It's so frustrating. This case is frustrating. So much stuff has been going on, but it's so much stuff of nothing, you guys. Like, it's been 2 months and still it just seems as though there has been no progress in this case whatsoever. And it's just very, very frustrating. And I do feel that it would be a different story if it was under different circumstances, but that's another topic for a different day, right? But it is what it is. You guys know that's what I talk about. That's what I do. I bring awareness about the injustice that Black women experience. You know what I mean? So I want to start off by talking about this young lady here. But before I do that, there's something that I want to read to you guys that I thought was absolutely beautiful. For Shanquilla and her birthday. And it's another creator who's been covering this case, and she's a bigger creator. She's amazing, gorgeous. And she used to just do makeup tutorials, but now she's gravitating to more commentary and true crime, which a lot of makeup beauty gurus are doing, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. The makeup community has been ruined here on YouTube again, that's another story for a different day. But I'm going to, hold on. I just want to read it to you guys because I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. The dedication that she gave to Shanquella for her birthday. So hold on, let me look this up here. She's pretty much gave a, I'm sure you guys know who she is too. Her name is Fumi Desalu. I probably butchered that name, but she's just gorgeous. I've always watched her. I watched her when she was a beauty influencer. But I'm glad that she's gravitating to more commentary now. So let me see if I can find it now. Well, let me turn this down. Hopefully she didn't delete it because it was pretty long. Okay. So it says, "Happy birthday, our dearest Shanquilla. Today you would have been 26 years old. I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Fumi, and I'm a mother. Ever since I heard of your story, I have not been able to let you go. Perhaps because you could have been my daughter. I'm a mother of a little boy, so I know how much your mother must miss you. Shanquilla, you will never believe how everybody is fighting for you on a global scale. I'm sure you would have been so surprised and overwhelmed." She smiles. "There was even a birthday party in your honor yesterday. Yep, balloons and everything. You would have loved it. Somehow you've touched our hearts. Somehow, even though we were not with you on the day you left us, we have all aligned to stand together for you to get justice for your family. I find myself talking to you all the time, asking you questions and wondering what kind of things you liked. But today I'm writing you to publicly and sharing what so many of us are feeling and would have loved to say to you if we had been given a chance. All I ask of you is to guide me in the right direction, show me where to go, and give me the insight so I can solve your case. I'm not sleeping very well these days, but other than that, I'm okay and waiting patiently for the extradition process to start. I also want to say sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Shanquilla. You didn't deserve it. It wasn't your fault. No matter what you did, you didn't deserve this. If there's any comfort I find in this, is that you are forever safe and protected. You are missed because you are loved, but it's okay. We'll love you from afar. Always remembered and never forgotten. Oh, and one more thing. Check on your mom and dad. They're doing an amazing job. Your sister, too. Happy birthday again, our beautiful angel, smiling and waving to you from London. Fumi." That literally brought tears to my eyes. One thing, like, Fumi is such a passionate soul. Like, she is just that person that you watch and you just automatically fall in love with this woman because her soul is so absolutely beautiful. Like, it radiates off of her. And it literally makes you want to be a better person. She's just that type of person where just watching her, God bless the people who are blessed to have somebody like Fumu in their life because she is truly an inspiration. And that just touched me. And it's exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. She's not quite young enough that she would have been my daughter, but at the same sense, maybe if I was younger, yeah, she could have been. And I've been in those positions so many times throughout my life that it could have happened to myself. So I think she did such an amazing job at describing how probably so many people feel for Shanquilla and her family to watch a girl, a beautiful young lady, be hurt in that way. She wasn't fighting, she wasn't defending herself. She was attacked, you know? She was bullied. They were jealous of her. And it seriously, it made us all look at things, even sometimes of people who we think or thought were our friends, in a different way. So, and it also makes you reminisce of how this could have happened to anybody. Um, Her parents are strong. They keep fighting for her. They'll continue to fight for her. I will continue to do the best I can to keep you guys up to date on this case. I'm just very, very disheartened at a lot of creators who've been covering this case as well, though, because they're spreading a lot of lies for the sake of clicks and views. And it's so disgusting to me. You guys know how I am. It's never been about the views with me. I always look at it as if you are doing what you're passionate about, the views are always going to come. But you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie, because when you lie, all you do when you lie on this case, fabricate just for clicks and views and the almighty buck, you're not doing anything but hurting Shanquilla's family. And people just don't think like that. It's very disheartening to see how many creators have jumped on the bandwagon of, you know, spreading rumors and lies just for clicks and views. And then it just becomes a circus. And that's what pisses me off. So I'm going to pull up this update for you guys real quick. Hold on. Let me pull up this picture here. I want to show you guys a quick update. Hey, Foxy Bot. I have been feeling it's going to take a while for Shanquilla to get justice, because the wheels of justice grind slow, but I think eventually we will see it. I hope so. Hey, Phoenix, how are you, sweetheart? I tell you, I can't believe they did that to me. They knew I wasn't doing good anyway, and this is just ridiculous. What happened? Did I miss something? Aesop, it's been in my full medicine. I have to. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Foxy Bot. Hey, beautiful noise. How are you, sweetie? Tia, I was a teen mom and related to you, but found out you lied and had your son at 20, or actually, I had my son at 15. My son is 22. That's not a lie. My son is 22 years old. What are you talking about lying? What does that have to do with anything? Anyway, take a hike. My son is 22 years old. I was 15 when I had my son. But yes, Foxy Bot, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. But I'm gonna bring up this update, but I'm gonna bring up this picture first, you guys, okay? Jesus, people need to calm down. Tia isn't lying. I've never lied because nobody knows my age. It's not hard to Google. It's not hard to look up, but nice try though. You're just jealous because, that's not a lie. Go find somewhere where you've heard my age. Then come back to me. But anyway, don't deflect from this because this is important. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I can't help it that I look young. But I'm going to, hold on, let me share my screen here. Oops. Hold on, you guys. I need to pull up this picture real quick because I want you to see the picture of this girl. Okay, I'm going to share my entire screen. Okay, so I'm going to pull up. Wait. Shoot, I forget how to do it, you guys. It's been a while. Well, what's the matter, Commander? Now, you guys, don't believe people that come in here. You're not doing anything but making me look better, not worse. Okay? I was 15 going on 16 when I had my first child. There's no reason, I mean, that's just common sense. Like, do you not know how to add? Like, you're not doing anything but making me look better. But I don't want to deflect off that. So, okay, let's talk about this. How do I share the picture? I forget. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can try it this way. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this picture, but this is Elise Hyatt. Okay. Can you guys see this picture very well? Hold on, let me make it bigger. Dang it. She is her dad. Looked at it in the morning and it healed up. Hey, Fatima. How are you, sweetie? Hey, Nikki. Rainbow. How are you? I know. I hope she gets justice too. Okay, so hopefully this picture isn't too small, you guys. This is Elise Hyatt, and she is a part of the Cabo Six, and she was obviously on the trip with them. I'm sure you guys seen a picture of her. She also had a camera in her hands when the whole thing went off, and she watched the whole thing happen. So recently, she was seen. And I'm going to pull up something else so you guys can hear the story. That's obvious jealousy of or FOMO coming in here to try, or who? That's obvious jealousy or FOMO coming in here to try and disrupt the chat. The problems with being beautiful and sweet. Bless your heart. Oh, thank you, Foxy Bot. You're so sweet. No, you guys have to understand, people will try to do anything to slander you, to discredit you. And it's because you're not going to find anything on me. I don't give a fuck how hard you try. You're not going to find any criminal records on me except for driving without my motherfucking license. You're not going to find these things. And the majority of the people who continue to try to slander me are people who have a stereotypical, how do I put this? Stereotypical outlook on Black women to begin with, right? And what they're trying to do is try to find any reason, trying to find any possible reason to slander me, to make me look like I'm just this horrible, horrible person. It's not going to fucking happen. But I bet you if I went and looked up and dug up your past, I bet you I would find out what a piece of shit you are. I bet you I would, but you're never going to find anything on me. So if the best that you can come up with is that I lied and said that I wasn't a young mother and that I was 20 when I had my son, even if that was a lie, which it's not, but even if it was, what's your point? There is no point. You don't have a point. If that is the only thing that you can come up with of a person potentially, allegedly lying about their age, then you need to do better. And if the whole point of you saying you're actually 42, do you think in some way, shape, or form that makes me look bad? I know what I look at in the mirror every day. That doesn't make me look bad. That makes you look pathetic. So keep doing what you're doing. It's not going to work. But please don't make me pull up shit about you, because I bet you I'd find out a whole bunch of shit. But unfortunately, I don't have time for that shit. Okay, so I'm going to pull up one of my favorite TikTokers because I think that she described this beautifully about Elise. I'm going to mark out of that, click this. And then I'm going to open this up real quick. Oh my God. Sorry about that, you guys. I've seen that particular TikTok too. That could be another story for a different day. But let me pull this up.
And we're going to take this one with a grain of salt, but I wanted to share with you because it kind of answers a question that I think a lot of us have had. So this is Elise Hyatt, one of the Cabo Six. We really don't know a lot about her. The only thing I think we know at this point is that, unfortunately, and by just random cruel timing, so we have an
Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so this is one of my favorite creators on TikTok. Her name is Baywatch86. She does commentary. She's funny as hell, highly intelligent. Love her, love her. So if you're on TikTok, make sure you subscribe to her. I will put her in my description. But I wanted to share with you a recent TikTok that she did a couple days ago, because she talks about how Elise was recently seen. And it was also confirmed by Gerald from NCB. So I wanted you guys to listen to what she has to say.
Interesting update in the Shanquella Robinson case. And we're going to take this one with a grain of salt, but I wanted to share with you because it kind of answers a question that I think a lot of us have had. So this is Elise Hyatt, one of the Cabo Six. We really don't know a lot about her. The only thing I think we know at this point is that, unfortunately, and by just random cruel timing, her sister got unalived by her ex-boyfriend the day that Elise and the rest of the folks went to Cabo. We don't know if she was aware of that before she went on the trip or if that's something that she found out while she was on the trip. Well, according to Gerald Jackson from the NC Beat, Elise was spotted today.
And today, Elise was spotted coming out of her job by a reporter. A reporter had asked if she was Elise Hyatt, and Elise said yeah. And then they began to ask her if she could tell them what happened in Mexico, and she took off. She ran. Got up out of there. And I don't know if that reporter is going to, release anything. I don't know if he recorded it or if he captured video or whatever, or if he had audio or what have you. I don't know.
So he does go on to name the place. It is a medical facility located in North Carolina. I'm not giving the name because it is a medical facility where people are getting medical care, and they do not need to have any disruption to getting medical care just because of this case and what's going on. So I know that Gerald has put the whole name out there, and, I have nothing to corroborate that she actually works there, but this is interesting if it's true. We've all been speculating on what the heck these people have been doing for the now almost 2-month period of time that this is going on. And if these people have just been going to work every day, I find that really alarming with the publicity that this case has gotten, especially if they're still in North Carolina. That is just alarming. So I did a little scan to see if there's any news articles about this particular sighting. Haven't seen any. So if a journalist did do this, if this really happened, they haven't released their story, not yet. Doesn't mean that they won't, they just haven't yet. But this is just an interesting development, because I think we've all been wondering, like, what's been going on? And if these folks have just been going to work and just, running around every day like nothing's going on, that is disturbing. I mean, Nazir seems to be having a fun time. Check this out.
Shabuya. Shabuya. Her name is fun. She hella fun.
What the actual? Yeah, I didn't see this part. I must not have watched the whole thing through. What in the hell? Like, your friend was attacked, and you seen her at her worst, and you are partying? That's just disgusting. Look at him. He makes me sick. I don't care if he was lying, or if he was there, if he wasn't there, whatever it is that he's lying about, regardless, he's still a piece of shit for what he has done and watched happen when he could have stopped it, in my opinion. Even if he wasn't there, he still could have done a lot more than what he did. And now he is seen partying.
I got some hoes.
Meanwhile, her family is pleading for updates from the FBI. So we have an interesting update in the Shanquella Robinson case, and we're going to take.
And unfortunately, you guys, that is the updates. There's one other update that I do want to show you, but there's hardly any updates about this case, you guys. Hardly at all. It's sickening to me. I mean, I understand we're going to get impatient, but you have to understand where that impatience comes from. Us being impatient comes from, because at the end of the day, there has been so many times where cases like Shanquilla has been overlooked. Okay, so I am, and it's been one of my New Year's resolutions, to see when someone has something negative about them, you want to see where that deep-rooted issue is coming from, right? So no matter how much we may be impatient with this, I do believe that there is going to be justice, but you have to understand where that impatientness comes from, if that makes any sense. Which friend is that one? He is Commander, the first friend that did a video saying that he wasn't there and he came after Shanquilla. He came after Shanquilla was attacked, and he didn't know anything that happened. His name is Nazir. He was one of the first people who actually did a live stream explaining his side of the story. Let me read some comments. Yes, he's the birthday boy. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Aesop. Well, life moves on. Keep acting a fool out there. How sad, sir. It is. Absolutely, we all are. Excuse me. I appreciate everyone here. Remember, Commander, he's the one that did the live stream in the bathroom. They need to get someone arrested. Where are the cops? I agree, Phoenix. Just like she just said, meanwhile, he's sitting there partying, and no one's ever going to understand this whole entire situation and what Shanquilla Robinson's parents are going through. I can't imagine what her parents are going through, nor do I ever want to be in that place. But I feel so bad for her parents. They're the ones who are the most impatient. It doesn't matter really how we feel. We just want justice for Shanquilla, but nobody could want justice for Shanquilla more than her family, more than her parents. And they have been doing the work. But a lot of creators who have talked about this case with a good heart, okay, and who are not chasing this case for clout, clicks, views, and money, have really contributed to putting a lot of information out there too. Let me see here. Oh, that video of him singing and partying makes me furious. He deserves to go down hard. I hope he gets hard time. He is an accessory for not calling for help and filming the crime. I agree 100%. You're always spot on, FoxyBot. Her employer should know about this. She should be fired. Agreed. Commander, if I was to click on your channel and go to YouTube link, would you receive an email? What upsets me, look how hard they worked with finding baby Q and the person that unalived that. Exactly. Thank you. I'm so glad I didn't miss this comment. This is what I'm talking about. No matter which way you want to look at this, there's a difference in the justice system with Black people. And I just feel like, it's just hurtful to watch. Let's put it that way. It's hurtful to watch, and it's very hurtful to watch, for Shanquilla's parents. See, that guy that filmed it makes me furious. He didn't help her try to stop the fight. He really makes me angry. He supposedly he wasn't there. He got there after it happened, supposedly, but I don't know if I believe him or not. Like, you don't know what the hell to believe and what not to. Commander, a good person doesn't do what she's doing, even after a breakup. Just move on, Miss Salty. Who are you talking about, Commander? She's still a monster, a good mother at that. Yes, he's the arrogant one. Exactly. Thanks to my trust issues, I can say the people who were there are acting suspicious. Well, yeah. The people at all of this whole situation the whole Cabo 6 needs to be held accountable. Every single last one of them, in my opinion, needs to be in jail, prison, locked away. Obviously, Dejanay, she's the one who did everything. But in my opinion, I truly feel that all of them need to be held accountable for this. It's not fair. I don't understand why no arrests have been made, any questioning. Why is a journalist or whatever doing what I feel like the police should be doing? I don't know. I don't like this entire situation. It just pisses me off. Oh, thank you, Erie. It says, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, Tia, for staying focused on what's important, like Shanquella case, and keeping us entertained. We love you here. And I love you too, sweetie. Thank you so much for being such a great person. And I'm very blessed to have you. Tia, anyone that was there should have done something immediately. They should have gone to the police and told everything they know. They also should went to the parent. I agree. Yes, they all need to be in prison. Let them be in there together. Exactly. They all need to be locked away. Hey, Felony Melanie. How are you? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. No, they sound alike though, right? No, Nazir is the one that came after it happened. Yes, supposedly. I mean, I guess it really did happen to where he came but still, when he came after it happened, he still saw her at her, when she was almost passing away, and he still did nothing. In my opinion, there's still so much more that he could have done. And here he is partying like a piece of shit. And I can't with these people. I cannot. They need to go away. I'm getting very impatient right now. And I know that you have to be patient. There's nothing that I can do except for continue to bring awareness about this case. But this case, that's why I read you guys Fumu's long birthday message to Shanquilla, because she really did a great job at conveying the way so many people feel, including myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. Has stuck with me. I still think about this case. I still have trouble sleeping because of this case. I still feel so horrible. I still can't get it out of my head. How she was sitting there on the ground being attacked and she didn't fight back. I can't erase it. It's stuck there. So it makes me sad. It makes me feel hopeless. And I can't imagine how her parents must feel. I just can't. Nor do I want to. So I'm going to pull up one more thing. They didn't even have a search for these people. They're out here going to work and partying, right? And that's what pisses me off the most. That's what pisses me off. They don't deserve to be out here partying. They don't deserve freedom. Okay? They don't. Hold on 1 second here. Let me pull up. Let me see here. I mean, there's literally been hardly no updates but that. What I just showed you guys. Now, I do want to talk about this journalist, okay, that is a journalist from Mexico who only gives interviews to YouTube creators for some reason. I don't understand why, but those are the only people he gives interviews to. He has, and I'm not going to show the things that he has shown. He has gotten crime scene photos and things like that, supposedly. I don't think it's fair to show that, nor would I show that, because I just, it's hurtful. It's hurtful, and I feel like it's detrimental to the case, and I feel like it's hurtful to Shanquilla's parents. There has to be a certain amount of human decency and respect. And in my opinion, this journalist doesn't have it. So I'm going to bring that up. Hold on. Let me find it. I want to show you guys something though, too. Let me exit out of this. I want to show you guys something. Let me share my screen here. Okay. So I'm going to show, excuse me, this in a minute from Queen City News. But look at, as I scroll down here, look at what this YouTuber says. It says, FBI leaks how Cabo 6 really planned the murder of Shanquella Robinson. The same creator. Terrifying update. Shanquilla's family releases shocking footage. Let's continue. Shanquella Robinson. Flight reservations exposed, plus evidence Cabo 6 were not close with Shanquella. Special Live, which I normally like that creator. A couple of these creators I like. Look at this one, you guys. Shanquella Robinson's birthday shine. Stolen by jealous half-sister. New car, new teeth, allegedly. This is ridiculous. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Why do these creators have to do this? Listen, okay? I understand we all want clicks, views, money. We all do. We all come on YouTube for success. We all do. Unless YouTube is just a hobby for you and you just really don't care, okay? We all want success on YouTube. But how are you trying to get success on YouTube? What is your ultimate goal for getting success? Using this case, fabricating things about this case, making up lies, okay? Doing whatever you can to get that clickbait. You click on the video and it's nothing about what the title is, what the thumbnail's about. I don't care if everybody has to build their channel organically. Some people don't, but regardless, to sit there and lie without a care in the world but yourself is what pisses me off about a lot of the creators who are covering this case. And it just continues to get worse and worse and worse. What the hell does her half-sister, what do you mean taking away Shanquilla's shine? Like, to even have the audacity to have a thumbnail like that shows you how disingenuous people can be. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how many people are in my chat. As long as it's people that want to be here and that are here to support me and care about what I have to say, there's always going to be people like that. You just have to do things the right way. Because if you don't, it's going to eventually blow up in your face for a lot of these creators who are fabricating and just doing these elaborate lies just for clicks and views. It's just disgusting to me. That's why I wanted to show you these. Shanquella Robinson, red flags we missed in her photo. Did she sell street Farm for BB? Oh my God. You see what? Oh my God. Did she sell Street Farm for her BBL? So basically they're saying, did she sell something on the streets to get work on her booty? Okay? On her backside. Basically insinuating that Shanquilla has a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift. It doesn't even look like Shanquilla has that. And even if she does, so what? She doesn't have to sell streets. She doesn't have to sell anything because she was a successful entrepreneur. She was a businesswoman. She don't need to do that. She had her own money. Shanquilla Robinson's mom and sister throwing a block party, allegedly to celebrate her birthday. Okay. Shanquilla Robinson's evil stepsister shows her true colors on Instagram, TikTok. Shanquilla sold drugs. PPP motive. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? Shanquilla Robinson, 2 male best friends in love with her and a jealous stepsister who liked Khalil, which was Shanquilla's best friend, Khalil. He is the one, the main one that people, I guess, that the FBI is looking for. Not looking for, but he was her best friend. He was her only friend on that trip. The majority of the rest of them, I don't think were her friends. But Khalil was supposed to be her real friend. Who is saying that stuff? Oh my God, even if it were true, she passed, leave her alone. It's crazy. These are all creators covering this case, Commander. Success would be getting and fighting for justice. Exactly, Ari. Yeah, so so look at all the things that people are saying just for clicks and views. Tons of new evidence that Shanquilla Robinson knew her friends were out to get her. Do you think that if she really knew that her friends were out to get her, that she would have went on that trip? She may have had a gut feeling, but I don't think that she would have went on the trip if she thought that her life was in danger. Okay? I mean, these people should just be ashamed of themselves. Like, I am so disgusted. I didn't know that it was this bad. 5 minutes ago, Mexico threatens the U.S. in Shanquilla Robinson's case. So basically, Mexico's threatening the U.S. Okay. Winter Donovan's mother exposed, reactivated her Facebook, hiding in plain sight. I can't with this shit. Now, what was that journalist's name? I can't remember his name. The journalist from Mexico who's been doing interviews with only YouTubers, but not mainstream media, just YouTubers. That's sus within itself. So FBI Mexico authorities, 4 fumbling Shanquillas passing away. Shocking info on DR Center of Probe. Finally, Shanquilla's mom leaks FBI is now hunting the suspects. It's over. FBI recovers terrifying audio from Shanquilla's suspect. This is the same person. Like, I can't. I can't with this shit. I heard a lot worse lately for clicks and views. Yeah, this is bad. This is really, really bad. A lot of you creators, it's so disheartening. Okay, Geraldo, thank you, sweetie. Some of y'all creators should be ashamed of yourselves. Okay. Everybody wants, clicks and views, but if you got to do it that way, all of that karma is going to come back to bite y'all in the ass in the end. It is. You guys don't care about Shanquella and getting justice for her. All you care about is your damn self. And you should be ashamed of yourself for all of these lies that don't make any sense. If I was to just humor myself and click on one of your videos, I guarantee you it's all clickbait because there's not that much new information out here about this case. That's the frustrating part. You idiots. Okay. Shanquella Robinson's birthday reading, a channeled message. Cabo's sixth gift. My Lord Jesus. Okay.
Hi, dropshippers. It's time to focus on what you do best. So go to Wix.com/
Well, it's been more than 2 months since the mysterious death of Charlotte woman Shanquella Robinson in Mexico, and still her family is desperate for answers. Tomorrow would have been Robinson's 26th birthday, and dozens gathered at her gravesite this afternoon to honor and remember her. Queen City News reporter Sydney Heiberger was there. And Sydney, remind us just a little bit about this case.
Yeah, Derek, Shanquella took a trip to Mexico with her so-called friends in late October. After just one day there, she turned up dead. Her friends initially told her family and Mexican authorities that she had died from alcohol poisoning, but her autopsy revealed a very different truth.
Happy birthday to one. Happy birthday.
January 9th would have been Shanquella Robinson's 26th birthday. Instead, she's here, buried at the Beatties Ford Memorial Gardens.
We missed her for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. It's really hard on the family, but we really love her, and I know she's in God's hands.
That's why I'm saying.
Dozens of her family members, friends, and community gathered to celebrate her, still with lingering questions about what happened.
Felt like Shanquella only went on a trip to have fun and to celebrate. She wasn't expecting what happened to take place.
Shanquella died while on a trip to Mexico with people she called her friends. Though her friends told Mexican authorities and Shanquella's family that she had died of alcohol poisoning, her autopsy shows she actually died from a broken neck and spinal instability. Later, videos surfaced showing Shanquella being beaten by one of the people on her trip.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. More than 2 months later, no arrests have been made, and her family says they haven't gotten any updates.
I'm not really talking to investigators anyway. And when I were trying to talk to them, they won't tell you anything. They don't want you to mess up their investigation. And I'm not trying to mess up their investigation. I want them to find out everything that they need to find out. And justice will be served.
Yeah, Mexican authorities have issued an arrest warrant for one of the people that were on that trip, but no arrests have been made yet. Shanquella's family told me she loved the spotlight, and they truly believed that she was smiling down on them during today's balloon release. Derek.
Thank you so much, Sydney. Queen City News has been staying on top of the Shanquella Robinson story for months. All of our past reporting, along with any new developments, it can all be found at qcnews.com.
There's something else I want to show you guys here. Let me pull this up. 1 second, you guys. Okay. So the title of this, I don't know, video is Shanquella Robinson's mom and sister throwing a block party allegedly to celebrate her birthday. And hold on, that's not the one. Hold on. Why isn't it coming up? Wait a second, you guys. So one of them says, GoFundMe scheme. Shanquella Robinson's father says it was. Okay. Shanquella Robinson's mom, Cabo 6, said they'll go to the funeral. Hold on. You go to the live. Well, maybe I missed something here. Okay. So this particular live stream, I'm going to pull it up. It says Shanquella Robinson's mom and sister throwing a block party, allegedly. No, that's not it. Where is it? How does it just pop up on my screen and then go away? Hold on, you guys. Okay, so the title of this is Shanquella. This is on the thumbnail. That's why I missed it. It says throwing a birthday party instead of getting a lawyer. So that's the title of this live stream. Okay, so I'm about to share this really quickly because I want to hear what it exactly is it that she is trying to say.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is. It is your girl Queen Charisma, and I'm back with another controversial commentary video. Just when I thought I was going to be able to take a little breaky break, you know, ain't no breaks to this because it's something always coming up with this case, and everything but justice will be served. Okay, it's going to be some drinks served, drinks. It's going to be some drinks served. It's going to be some Bubba barbecue allegedly. It's going to be a lot of things served at this up and coming alleged block party that the mom and sister is having. They're joining together with Mario Black. That's the same guy who had basically organized the Justice for Shanquila rally. That's the guy who is going to be there. Okay. Now they're calling it a birthday balloon release. Now, if we know black folks, after the party is the after party, and after the party is the hotel lobby. And
wait a minute. How do you know there's going to be an after party? That's not necessarily true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay. So instead of talking to reporters, you know, they refused to talk to reporters allegedly. The mom didn't want to talk about it no more. Nobody's giving no updates anymore. You know, the only update from GoFundMe was deleted. And I see y'all in the chat. Welcome, Juanita. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dean Smith. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Ooh, Lord, it's Friday. Okay. Good afternoon. Tit for tat. Welcome. Said Charisma. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anonymous. Good afternoon to you. Vicky. Good to see you. Good afternoon. All right. You said I just seen a video and it was showing Nazir. It was showing him doing what? Let me know. Let me know. And thank you so much for being a member. Juanita, Tit for Tat, and Poetic Kells. Thank y'all so much for joining the membership. Welcome. Welcome, Poetic Kells. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Keep on about this. They're throwing a party, y'all. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. So let me go ahead and share this with y'all. Drink. Yeah.
So them celebrating, it's not as if they're just throwing a party. They are honoring their daughter's birthday. So how is that turning into something bad? I don't understand. Isn't, you know, when you lose a loved one, you know, I always try to do the best and remember my mother's birthday. I thought that that's what people would do. Why does that have to be turned into something bad?
Drink. It's a party. So let me share this with y'all because I mean, what I'm just kind of confused. What is this going to accomplish? Is this what y'all talk about when you say justice for Shanquila? You throwing birthday bashes, you throwing parties, getting the city out here. I told y'all, in my opinion, these are some clout chasing family members, period, point blank. Okay, so they're joining together again. If you're just watching now, if you just tuned in, make sure you hit that like button first and foremost. They're joining together with, again, with the Million Youth March of Charlotte, the one who set up that interesting rally where they were talking about celebrities and all type of crazy stuff, people singing and stuff, which accomplished nothing. Okay, I don't know why in this community we think that singing, marching.
Okay, I've heard enough. I just wanted to hear her perspective and where she was coming from, and it's obvious that, in her opinion, what she's saying is, instead of talking to reporters and doing what she's supposed to be doing to bring awareness, don't you think that this woman is tired? You don't think that she has talked to many reporters, talked to people, you know, bigger creators on YouTube, talked to bigger creators on Facebook, talked to reporters? That's what Shanquilla's family has been doing, nothing but talking to reporters. So because she chooses to stop and celebrate her daughter's birthday, somehow they're crucified for that. It's almost as if damned if they do, damned if they don't. Why does this have to be turned and flipped on the parents now? See, that's what I'm talking about. These people come and they clout chase off of these cases to benefit themselves. Okay. And what exactly is your end goal here? Your end goal obviously is for clicks and views, but I refuse to sit here and look at it. And I'm a critical thinker, but I am not going to sit here and throw all of this on Shanquilla's family. So basically, you're turning this into Shanquilla's family. They're just scamming at this point. They don't care about getting justice for their daughter. And that's absolutely ridiculous. You see how all of these creators have flipped. And I use this as a perfect example, how all of these creators have flipped and turned everything around. And the focus is not even on Shanquilla anymore. You act like the parents are doing that. No, now it's the creators who are doing that by fabricating and making up all kinds of lies to deflect from what they should be talking about, which is justice for Shanquilla. Since when did it turn into talking about the parents and flipping everything back on them? Okay, let me read some comments here. How have they not arrested someone, but there's a warrant? The person is hiding or what? That's That's a good question, Commander. I would love to know that too. That's a big question that I don't understand either. Like, why hasn't anybody been arrested? It's frustrating and it pisses me off, you know, but I don't think that, you know, Shanquilla's family should be crucified for that. There's only so much that her family can do. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying that you're saying that. I have that same question. If there's an arrest warrant, what the hell is taking so long for the FBI to pick them up? I guess they can't relate to girls/women like Shanquilla. They can't see their daughter in her. Right, Aesop. That is why I just commented to you. They need more Black agents. They say the needle hasn't moved on more minority agents, so those cases get more preferential treatment. I agree. She just quoted a song and was singing it. Yeah, it's just, that's what I'm saying. A Fed warrant and no arrest. That's hella sus. It is. It is. I mean, I 100% agree that this case is something's not right. But I also do not like, I feel like these creators aren't helping the situation either. To me, they're making it worse. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? I will put her in the description. The name of the channel is called, hold on, let me, Tales from the Cult. That's what it's called. And she's beautiful. I mean, I don't have a problem with her, but I do have a problem with how, you know, you look on her channel and it seems as though her whole motive is that things are kind of getting twisted and turned back onto Shanquilla's family and her mother and her father. But here's the thing. Shanquilla's mother, and we are supposed to be advocating for justice for Shanquilla. Shanquilla's mother and father can only do so much. They can only talk to so many people. They're not the FBI. No matter how much they holler and scream, that's not going to force the FBI to do anything. And as far as them getting an attorney, I don't know what's going on with them having an attorney. But even then, that still doesn't justify turning and flipping everything around on them. So ugly social media can be good for attention of cases, but creators are turning into it's a party, and the after party so disrespectful. Right. I have to be honest. I'd be all about that vigilante justice for my child. I agree. You know, like, I feel like there's only so much that they can do. And no matter how many reporters it is that they talk to, let's be real here. It's not as if the mainstream media is talking about this case that much either, because they're really not. They're not. Queen City News has been the one keeping up with this case. If you ever want to know anything about this case, that's where you're going to want to go. But mainstream media hasn't been reporting on this case that much, not the way that they were with the what happened in Idaho. All of, you know, it's very blatantly obvious. They don't even hide it anymore. You know, it's just, it just pisses me off. But I feel like we as creators should be talking about and trying to do the best that we can and put pressure on the FBI to do whatever it is that they have to do to make the arrest. Not flipping things around on Shanquilla's parents. I don't see the relevance in that. That doesn't solve anything. If anything, it makes it worse. That's what I feel like. Have you watched her before, Felony Melanie? Okay, so lastly, we will talk about, excuse me, Geraldo. Like I said, he is sus to me. And the reason why he is sus is because he will not be interviewed by anyone but YouTube creators. Okay. And that to me is suspicious within itself. So let me pull this up real quick. My bad, you guys. I couldn't find it. That's what took me so long. But hold on. I want to share this because I agree with this 100%. And I feel like this pretty much sums up this case, what the creators have been doing, and what this Geraldo person has been doing, which nothing that he says to me is credible at all. Let me turn this up.
Just really quickly on the Shanquella Robinson case, I haven't done any posts about it recently because there's really no updates to give, unfortunately. And I am still side-eyeing all creators that still have that erroneous post about an arrest being made, because there was no arrest made in that case at all. And anyone that still has that post up, I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of you. I know that there was an interview done recently with Mrs. Robinson, and she was just really expressing her frustration with the lack of information that was being given to her, as well as all of the misinformation on the internet from all these clout chasers on YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere else. But she basically said she hasn't really been given a whole lot of information, and she's frustrated. And you'll have to remember, the last time that this family got a straight answer on anything was probably the last time that they spoke to Shanquella when she checked in that first night that she arrived in Cabo. And from there, it's been nothing but lies and cover-ups and misinformation, or just straight up stonewalling. So I cannot imagine how frustrated this family is. And I really hope that they get answers soon. I think we have to remember that there has to be an investigation, and in order to have an investigation, you need to have evidence. What concerns me the most is the length of time that's gone from when the incident occurred in Mexico to now. There's a lot of things that were not properly documented or taken into consideration, and that means a lot of evidence potentially has been lost. We also have a group of suspects that have gone completely ghost, which I just find remarkable. In this day and age with the internet, I haven't seen one post of someone saying that they've seen Dejanay or Winter or Khalil or anyone out in the wild. I haven't even seen anyone make any posts talking about knowing them or speaking up in their defense. I mean, it's been complete radio silence, and that is so incredibly unusual. Now, we've had people impersonating them online, but we haven't really had anything to substantiate where they might be or what they're doing. And the thing is, you can't stay in hiding forever. So at some point, these people are going to emerge. Where are they? What have they been doing? And who the hell has been hiding them? I also encourage everyone to please be mindful when you are reading details about this case. If you're watching a YouTuber or a TikToker or someone and that person is not citing their source, be suspicious. If you're not seeing it on a major publication, be suspicious. It does not make sense that a YouTuber would have information that the mainstream media does not have. And I know people want to be suspicious and have all these damn conspiracy theories, but please remember that you're talking about a real person who actually was unalived. We're talking about her life, her family, her friends. This is not a true crime mystery for you to solve for you and your friends. This is a real person. Keep that in mind. So just really quickly on the Shanquella Robinson.
I feel like she sums it up very great. She's my favorite creator on TikTok. But one thing I am going to say, I want to read this comment to you guys that you probably can't see. But it says, celebrities ain't the only ones out here sacrificing their kids. Okay. And of course, Baywatch being as classy as she is, she's like, I'm saying this with love, but please don't bring that tinfoil hat shit over here. Not over here, sis. And I 100% agree with her. People are saying so many things, one of which is that Shanquella was sacrificed. That should give you some indication the lengths and extremes people are going to when it comes to this case, without a care about this young lady and who is gone and lost her life in a very, very painful, horrible way. And her family is dealing with this day by day. And it's not fair to spread these types of rumors to a point where people are even going to the extremes of saying that Shanquilla was sacrificed. It just baffles me. Like, for some reason, because to me, in a lot of ways, that this case is very in your face. We all seen what happened, right? And I think that's the fascination with this case. We all seen what happened, but yet people can still somehow flip it and turn it. And I just didn't, for some reason, didn't think that it would happen with this case, because we all seen the video, of what happened leading up to the moment that Shanquilla passed away. We may not have seen what happened, but we've seen what caused it. And the fact that people can be going around making these types of rumors, it's disgusting to me. People are brutal. People are brutal. And you people should be ashamed of yourself. A lot of you creators should be ashamed of yourself. Hold on. I will try to look for the YouTube channel real quick. Supposedly, Gerardo has his own YouTube channel. I will try to, excuse me, look it up and see if I can find it. Okay, already he has 10.7K subscribers. Most of what he has on his channel, I'll show you, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to bring up the things that he is putting out there. I think it's hurtful to Shanquilla Robinson's family, and I won't do it. But I do know that he had some crime scene footage or photos or whatever, but I just don't feel comfortable with showing them. So this is his channel. I will put it in the description, and it says most of his channel obviously is about Shanquilla, and this one says right here, the photographs prove that the crime scene. Hold on, I will need to read the rest of this.
Happy New Year.
The photograph proves that the crime scene was altered by the Cabo 6. Okay. Then this one is never before seen images of the case of Shanquilla Robinson. These people fall into a weird rabbit hole of conspiracies. Like someone said, conspiracies used to be fun. Now they get weird and dark. The far right has also pushed a lot of weird conspiracies. I think the left and the right have. I am a conspiracy theorist, but I am logical about it. Okay. There are a lot of things that I believe. If there's a lot of things that it's just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? I feel like some people go too far with it.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across teams and stay on track, so your team can spend more time celebrating wins. Try it for free at asana.com.
Como puede ver, en ese momento es que Shanquella, que la joven Miss Robinson era revisada por la doctora de la clínica American Medical Center.
In this picture, you can see the moment Shanquella Robinson was being attended by the doctor from the American Medical Center Clinic.
La doctora está acompañada por 2 paramédicos de la Cruz Roja.
There are 2 Red Cross paramedics next to the doctor.
En la fotografía podemos ver que la doctora tiene su mano en el pecho de Miss Robinson y observa a los paramédicos detenidamente.
In the photograph, you can see that the doctor has her hand on Shanquella's chest and watches the paramedics carefully.
Parece que están platicando algo o comentando algo sobre esta joven que está tirada en el piso.
It seems that they're discussing or commenting on the patient who's laying on the floor in front of them.
Sir. These state troopers put their own lives.
Yeah, see, this is exactly why I'm not going to go through his channel, because first of all, you could rarely see that. I would have to blow it up. But the point is that it's one photo, and I really don't see the point of even showing that, in my opinion. Why are you putting this on YouTube instead of giving it to the authorities? And not saying that he hasn't given it to the authorities, but if you've given it to the authorities, there's no reason for it to be on YouTube. In my opinion, it's for clout, and I just, it's absolutely ridiculous to me. Oh my God, I'm sorry. These people never think about / don't care about the consequence of their actions. The doctor is in the photograph is doing nothing. Y'all look closer. She is sitting her nonchalant. Yeah, I mean, I could barely see the photo, but what I've seen, I just personally think it's very disrespectful to Shanquilla's family for these photos to even be on YouTube. That's just my opinion. Which I was suspicious of him from the beginning. Not just creators, TS subs as well. Oh, I'm sure it's subs too. Just like that comment that I just read to you guys on excuse me, on that TikTok of the lady saying not only celebrities, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, it's the subs too. Absolutely, I agree with you. It's absolutely ridiculous. And to be honest with you, there are a lot of things I still have to watch. So many videos, you guys, of videos that I haven't seen just to catch up with this, with everything that's going on. But it's like, Lord, you know, it's giving me a headache. That's what I will say. I need some damn coffee. Like, I will go back and watch for myself. But like I said, I do feel that it's very disrespectful to Shanquilla's parents to even show it. And why is he even doing it? It shows you, like, most people are out for themselves, you guys. Most people don't give a damn about anybody else but their motherfucking self. And it's sad. It's sad. But I'd be calling the Cabo police to report him, because I know journalists' lives are always in danger in Mexico. I won't. Too many have been murmured. Exactly. That's very true. That's very true. And he even said that. He said that him talking about this case, he said that he was putting his life in danger. Well, you certainly don't care about how much your life is in danger, do you? Because you are blatantly talking about this case. Like I said, I was suspicious of him from the beginning. There's just a lot of things that don't add up with him. I feel like it's very, very weird how he will only talk to YouTube creators. Now he has his own channel. Like, he won't talk to like mainstream media. He only, yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Hey, Brenda, welcome. It's good to see you. So at the end of the day, whatever. I'm done with these creators. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. There is absolutely no reason to be doing this and making up lies and rumors. You're doing this for your own personal gain. And it's disgusting. It's not fair to Shanquella's parents, her mother, who continues to fight. I will continue to keep them in my prayers. But I just don't even know what to say anymore. I didn't even know that it was this bad, you guys. I had no idea. The guys standing there have that look on their faces, like they're evaluating her. Her looking at face, coloring, stomach, blow, etc. How long she's been dead. Always in my head. Commander, I just forgot to hit send. Good to see you as well, Tia. I've missed your lives. I'm so sorry I was blind being over at Mega Mouse, and I'm so sorry if I said anything over there that hurt you. That's fine. I appreciate you apologizing, Brenda. I knew you would eventually see it. I think you're a smart girl, and I appreciate you taking ownership and apologizing, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you've seen that tragedy pimp, because that's exactly what she is, for who she truly is. I'm really glad. It is. It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I'm so sorry he was so young. The guys standing there have that look on their faces. Did I read that already? I think I read that. Okay. Has mom found him self-inflicted? The head. Come over. I have to make bagels tonight, and it's past midnight. I will put the dough in the bread machine. That sounds so good. Like homemade. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good, Fatima. Thank you for apologizing, Brenda. I'm really glad you're here, sweetie. What I'm trying to read, I agree, Aesop, like the report was fabricated. So you guys are pretty much in that same thought process as me of how I'm looking at everyone sideways at this point. And I'm going to sit here and say the same thing that Baywatch said. Be really careful to the people that you watch regarding this case. If they don't have any facts to back up the things that they're saying and pretty much just spreading gossip, you guys know better. You know, don't listen to everybody when it comes to this case. I think I have a lot more research to do than I actually thought, because at the end of the day, there's so many videos that I hadn't even seen. There's a lot of things I'm seeing that I'm in shock over. There are creators who in the beginning were advocating for her, but are now flipping everything to the parents. And it's just, everything seems as though it's changed a little bit. So, and people have a right to change their opinion. I get it. People have a right to change their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But in the same sense, it's like, how far would you go with your opinion to hurt a family that are mourning their daughter? How can you turn? I would love that, Fatima. That sounds delicious to me right now. I love bread. So I love bagels. I love McMuffins. I love all that. How can you turn celebrating their deceased daughter's birthday into something bad? That just shows you how much these creators are reaching. So just be careful with the creators that you choose to listen to and support, because I feel like it says a lot about these creators that are making up and fabricating and all of these things for the sake of clicks and views. We all, like I said, we all want that, but I have morals. I have integrity. I wish sometimes that I could be a person that could lie and be this outrageous lying person that comes on here and gossips and talks shit about everybody. That's never going to be me, because I'm not that type of person. Okay. I don't feed off of negativity. I don't feed off of drama. I don't feed off of low vibrational energy. I feed off of positivity. Yes, we all need a little drama in our lives that balances things out. But in that same sense, I'll never be that person who can get on my channel and constantly talk about drama. I have to balance things out a little bit, because I can never be a scheming person that can sit there and make up lies about a case for the sake of clicks and views. No matter how much I even would try to be like that, I just can't do it. And I don't understand how these creators can do it. I don't get it. I don't understand how these tragedy pimps can do it. I don't see how you could use people at their most vulnerable for your own benefit. I will never understand it. I'll never understand it. It's unethical. Agreed. We welcome you back here. Thank you for coming back. It's great that you took ownership and apologized. It is. I respect anyone who does that. So thank you for doing that, Brenda. It means a lot to me. I am stunned at the criticisms of her family. Me too, Foxybot. I love bread and pasta and cheese way too much. We just had pasta today. Hey, Poppy. And it was good. I love bread too. You know what's my favorite bread, you guys? And they actually now have it at like Walmart and Sam's Club. That bread from Red Lobster. You know what I'm talking about? I love that bread. I forgot all about that bread. I should have cooked it. I'll cook it tomorrow. At the end of the day, she lost her life and deserves justice. Amen. Be careful in the creator you listen to. Absolutely. Just be careful with who you choose to listen to. Even if you're watching a bigger creator, just be careful with the information that you choose to take in. Please do your own due diligence. And please pay attention to the creators that are perpetuating bullshit and telling things in a different way to cause shock to everybody, to make, to spread the word by mouth. Oh, this creator said this, so more creators going to go click on their channel. That's the end goal for them. But just be careful with who you choose to. I still say that Fumu is the best. I love her. I'm so happy that I read her community post, because it was beautiful. It was heartfelt. It was sincere. And I think she's amazing. I would watch her. That's my only recommendation at this point. There's a few others, but I forget their names. But Fumi is the first one that I would watch. I don't feel she's in this for clout, clicks, and views. I truly feel that she wants justice for Shanquella and her family. Maybe the FBI loves the case, or maybe the FBI loves the chase and won't go after the Cabo 6 because the FBI thinks it's too easy. They want them to run so the FBI can chase after them. That's actually a good analogy. You probably could be right. It could be anything. I just don't understand why there hasn't been any arrest. So that's definitely something to consider, ASAP, for sure. I like those too, Foxybot. I told Brenda that Tia would forgive and accept her because it takes a big person to apologize. But girl, I've been I citing you for a little while now, and you passed my test, Miss Brenda. Well, if you pass Commander's test, you're good because Commander keeps it real. Commander's always going to keep it real. I'll tell you that right now. Not that I'm anybody to judge you, Miss Brenda, but you know these YouTube streets, they're horrible. They're horrible. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, though. Be careful when you type in a chat because you might be in the wrong chat. And that's okay. I've done that before in the past. Like there was this one creator, Erie, that I could not stand. And she was actually battling with somebody that I was cool with. So I was so busy in her chat and I happened to go over in that other creator's chat that I didn't like. And I ended up typing in that chat. She saw it. She screenshot it. I didn't give a fuck because it happens to everyone. It's not that serious. I promise you. It's happened to everyone. I've accidentally done that many times and I normally don't even hate watch, but at that time, this was a while ago, at that time, she was talking about somebody that I liked, you know what I'm saying? That was a friend. So I was going back and forth between the live streams, listening to what she was saying and screenshotting the people who were in there so she would know. And I ended up leaving a comment in the wrong live stream. And I'm just like, whatever, you know. I even wrote back to her. I said, fuck you. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm just listening to the bullshit that these pieces of shit are saying in your chat. Deuces. Y'all, free speech doesn't cover other countries. Egypt, you go to jail if you're caught talking against the government. That's true. That's true. I'll still be side-eyeing Erie for a few more years. I did it and they were laughing and oh my God, Erie, you got caught. No, I really didn't. No, you really didn't, because at the end of the day, we all do it. And trust and believe it'll happen to one of them too. Trust and believe that. It happens to everybody. When you're going back and forth in between chats, you're gonna sometimes you might accidentally comment in the wrong chat. And it doesn't mean that you're watching them because you want to or care about what the fuck they gotta say. You're just paying attention to what they're saying about someone that you care about. And that's okay. Okay. Trust me. We have to stop the bullying mentality. They say once you speak against wrongdoing, then other people won't be so afraid to do it. And I find that's true. I agree. I agree with that, Foxy Bot. Y'all are making me hungry. I know I'm getting hungry again too. Commander when Tia kept crackling. Everyone got a lot of trust issues because people got lying issues. It's true. It's true. It's very, very true. And it's nothing against anybody. I just feel like you get to that certain point in life where you have to be very, very aware and careful with the people that you choose to befriend. Like you need to be careful because there are too many people. There are too many backstabbing people. And I will tell you what right now, the majority of people that you come across are only out for themselves. And the sooner people realize that, the better off they're going to be. Okay. You had every right to side-eye me. I was not a nice person, but I'm learning from my mistakes. Everyone has to learn from their mistakes. Everyone does. And we all make mistakes. And the one thing that I will tell you is because I don't hate watch people, Brenda, I never really seen any of the bad comments that you said about me. I've seen a few, but I haven't seen a lot because I don't hate watch. And that's for my own benefit. When you hate watch a person, which is a figure of speech, but when you hate watch somebody that you don't like and they don't like you, all you're doing is verbally abusing yourself. So I don't watch that, and I'm very, very I'm very picky about the things that people even come to me. When people come to me with information, I'm even picky about what they say. And I will tell them, there are some things that you can come to me and tell me, but just make sure that you pick and choose wisely what you tell me, because I don't need to know everything. What people say about me and the things that whatever they say, it's really none of my business, to be honest with you. I don't care. I've never cared what people thought about me, and I damn sure ain't about to start now. So, yeah, I watched 2 of them that swore they were down for you the other day. Yeah, it always happens like that, right? Yes, Phoenix, you can ask a question, sweetie. I don't, Phoenix, I feel like there's a lot of people covering that case. I feel like there's a lot of creators covering that case. I mean, I'm not saying that I won't talk about it, but the cases that I cover are cases that most people aren't talking about. But it does seem like it's a very interesting case. And I mean, I'll cover it if you guys want me to. But in the same sense, I like to cover cases that nobody's talking about, that most people aren't talking about, that isn't in mainstream media. And I feel like that case has been pretty much out there. And so many people are talking about it. Yeah, that case is, I heard it's out of control. Free speech doesn't cover slander or committing a crime. Slandering someone for not mourning their daughter's death is, in your opinion, can get your lawsuits. That does make sense, because it is slander. Like, you're literally sitting there accusing this family of not caring about their daughter because they're celebrating her birthday. Yeah, I watched 2 of them that swore they were down for you the other day. Oh, I read that one. You'll have to, excuse me, you'll have to message me, Felony Melanie, and tell me who you're talking about. But I'm the type of person that how I look at it, you guys, and this should give you great comfort, because you guys know I adore you. So this should give you great comfort into knowing that whoever is not here or is entertaining negativity that is being said about a psycho, in my opinion, they're right where they belong. Okay? It's not hurting my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you have to look at it. If they claim that they were down for me and chose not to be, that's on them, and they're where they belong, and they won't be missed. That's how I look at it. Foxy bought the Walmart ones are bomb. The thing is, I was nosy about a parody, but I only knew I did that because the mods were messaging me back. Oops, Erie and small BS Commander. Yeah, and that's okay. It's seriously, everybody makes that mistake. Everybody does. The ones, Felly Melly, the ones that are crazy down for you are the ones you should side-eye the most. The minute those two were up to his butt, I raised my brow. You know what, Commander? I wish you would have said something to me. However, here's something that I've also learned. And we'll talk about this more tomorrow, you guys, because I do want to talk about the toxicity of YouTube and everything like that. But what I will say is that you're not the only one who has said that. And here's something that I think is important for every YouTube creator to pay attention to, which is the person that is constantly, don't get me wrong, I love when you guys give me compliments. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But the person that's constantly doing it and constantly saying things, even in the random, constantly just saying things constantly, you know what I'm saying, are the ones you have to watch out for the most. And I've learned that through YouTube. You have to watch the people that seem as though they are 100% down for you. Like, oh my God, it's the people who are constantly saying, I love you, Tia. You're the best. You're this, you're that. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that. But when you're constantly trying to reassure somebody that you care about them so much and you have their best interest at heart, those are the ones you have to side eye the most, because you don't have to tell me that if you have my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to tell me that. Just like I don't have to tell you that. But I can tell you right now, if somebody was to talk shit about Commander, I'm going to raise hell about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just that type of person. If somebody was to say horrible things about Aesop, I'm going to get mad about it or have something to say about it. That's just the type of person that I am. But I don't have to tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, either they are going to know or they will. But it's the person that's constantly trying to convince you, oh my God, I love you. You're this, you're that. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. So I went good riddance finally. The people that are doing the pick me stuff, basically, I see it a lot in one of my favorite creators chats. Exactly. Those are the people that creator needs to watch for, because it's the people that are constantly saying, I got your back, that are constantly saying it to you. I've always had your back. I always got your back. Those are the people that you got to watch. Not the people that give you compliments, because like I said, I love when you guys give me compliments, all those things. But it's the people that are constantly throwing in your face and constantly reassuring you, I got your back. You know, nobody got your back the way I do. Those are the people that you have to side eye. And I never really paid attention to it until I had no choice but to. And you learn. You live and you learn. Felony Melanie 420. You're awesome. She is. All of y'all are awesome. Thank you, Phoenix. You're so sweet. Yes, I'm trying to move to Austin, moving costs, but I'm working on it. I'm excited about the new beginning. That's awesome. Austin? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. That's awesome that you're moving. Aesop, new beginnings are always the best, especially starting a new beginning in 2023, a new year. I think that's amazing. The love bombers, yes. I feel like it's more or less the ones that are constantly saying, I've always had your back. I've always had your back. I got your back. You know, no one's going to have your back like me. Those are the people that you have to watch. Those are the people that you have to pay attention to. Those are the people that you have to side eye and be like, why are you constantly telling me that you got my back? You don't have to tell me that. Either you do or you don't. And I never asked you to have my back, but if you have my back, okay, that's great. Great. But when you're constantly hearing it and it's constantly being thrown in your face, those are the people you should be side-eyeing. Hi, hun. I hope you're well. Hey, Unleashed Extreme. It's good to see you. I hope you're well, too. Austin is so expensive, like California expensive. My brother lives in California, and it is very expensive, but he's wealthy, so he can afford it. Felony and Commander. In some traditions, there's a tradition where you celebrate someone's death instead of doing a funeral. You do a celebration of life. You celebrate that person's birthday for the next few years. Yes, that's very, very true. That's very true. And a lot of people do that. I don't understand why this is being like such a, you know, like horrible thing that they are celebrating their daughter's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a normal thing to do. And to flip it and turn it into something ugly is disgusting to me. I'm sorry, it just is. The thing is, I read that. But I'm not saying, excuse me, that I won't talk about it, Phoenix, about the Idaho. I'm just saying that I do feel like there's so many people talking about it that, you know, I don't feel it's necessary for me to talk about it, but I still may touch on it. Still be sorry. You guys are so silly. I love y'all. Okay, I'm better now. I don't need to anymore. They got a knife next to your back. Exactly. And that's the thing too. Like I said, I want us to talk about this tomorrow because I feel it's important. I think it's important for creators to be aware of. Not that creators are going to listen. You know, they're going to have to learn the hard way like everybody else. But the only way I learn things the hard way is if that person is the one who is saying, you know, let's just put it this way. The only way I've learned the hard way is if I'm not the person who got rid of that person, but I'm the person who got rid of that person because eventually I come around. Eventually, I'm always going to see what other people see. I'm always going to see the truth. I'm not afraid of the truth. So when things happen and they're very blatant in front of me, I'm not afraid to say deuces. I'm not afraid to say bye. I'm not afraid to say, get the fuck out of my life, because it's easy for me to do that. Because no one, and always remember this, no one is worth your energy. No one is worth, like, it's not worth it to be involved with vampires. It's not worth it to be involved with people that just suck all the positive energy out of you, you know, almost as if they're sucking it out of you, obviously to keep it for themselves. No one's worth that. Yep, it's expensive, but I hope to get work that pays comparable costs of living there. And you probably will. I don't see why you wouldn't. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want or have any friends. I have family for that. I agree with that. There has been so many people that have reached out to me through email that are no longer on YouTube because they've been bullied, or this person did this to them, or this person did that to them. And it's sad. It's sad that, you know, there's so many bullies out there on YouTube, but you just gotta persevere, keep pushing through it, because in the end, you're the one who's gonna come out shining. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're staying true to yourself, you're the one who's always gonna come out shining. So I was making fun of the Love Commander and Felony. We're sharing maybe a little jellyfish. It's all love. Been stabbed too many times. Me too, Felony. Don't move to inner cities. Detroit, it's expensive. $3,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment, and you have freezing cold temperatures. Whoa, that's a lot. $3,000 for a 2-bedroom. Wow. Emotional vampires. Exactly. Those are the people that you have to watch for. Those people that just suck stay away from those people. Does it bother you when you have to cut people out? Even the ones who really did nothing but drain you? I have a hard time with feeling guilty no matter what. That's a good question, Poppy. No. And the reason why I don't is because why would you want to keep someone around that you know doesn't have good intentions for you? You have to think about yourself. No matter if it gets hard for you to do that, you have to think about what this person has done to you to make you be aware that they're not a trustworthy person. You have to look at it like, why would you want to keep those type of people around you, because they're only around you for whatever reason, but it's not for your benefit. So why would you want to keep those type of people around? It's not hard to cut people out of your life, or especially people that you've only known for a short amount of time. It's not hard to cut people out of your life when you know that their intent wasn't good, when you know that their intent was to be malicious, that had malicious intent. You should never want to keep those type of people around, because when you keep those type of people around you, you're not doing anything but hurting yourself in the long run. You shouldn't feel guilty about cutting people out of your life that don't serve you or serve any type of good purpose for you. You shouldn't feel guilty about getting rid of people that you know are toxic. You know what I mean? Because if you surround yourself with negative, nothing but negative is going to happen to you. But if you surround yourself with positive and surround yourself with people who have that high vibrational energy, that is what you're going to benefit off, and you feed off of each other. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep people around you that have nothing but malicious intent and that don't have your best interest at heart, you shouldn't want to have people like that in your circle. And you should never feel guilty for cutting people like that off. I'm good, thank you, XS. Glad to see you're good. A lot of them people hugging you, saying they have your back, have a knife in the other hand. It's very, very true. It's very true. And I was talking to Science Girl about that even when I was on her channel the other day. I don't know if that live is still up. I'll have to go look, but I was talking to her about that the other day, because I'm the type of person where I'm an observer, and you have to be, especially here on YouTube. And one of the things that are very important to observe is if somebody, if you have a circle of 3 to 4 friends, and you have one friend that's constantly talking about you, or you have one friend that's constantly coming to you talking about another friend behind that friend's back, please don't think that they're not talking behind your back, because they are. If you're talking behind someone that you call a friend, that person's back, to me, you're talking about me to that person, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but it's very, very true. Anytime a person comes to me and starts talking to me about someone else, I'm side-eyeing them. I'm looking at them like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you barely know that person, especially if you've only known that person for a short period of time, and they're coming to you talking about someone that they're getting to know as a friend, and they're telling you things about that person. Trust and believe they're doing the same thing behind your back to that person, and probably other people as well. I had a friend that I let stay in my home. When she broke up with her man and got kicked out, well, she slept with my man while I was at work. He became an ex, not the person that I'm with right now. Wow. I'm sorry that happened to you, Commander. But you learned from that. I can't imagine what you probably did, but you still learned from it. You let this friend come into your home. You welcome this friend into your home, and look at what they ended up doing to you. And they only did that because they were jealous. They were jealous of your relationship. Most of these females that sleep with other women's men, they don't want that man. They want to get to the female or the male, period. They want to sabotage the relationship. And that's what she wanted to do the whole entire time. People think I'm cold, but it's important to get rid, or they will suck the life out of you. It's very true. People think I'm cold too, and they can keep thinking it. I'm not a cold person. I'm actually probably one of the nicest people ever. But if you cross me and I feel that you have malicious intent for me, I have no problem with cutting you out of my life and never looking back at you again. And it will never faze me, the things that you say. Of course, I will pick and choose the things that I want to address. But I I peep things. I pay attention to things. I sit back and observe things. Even if you don't think I'm observing, you have to. You have to pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. And I'm not a cold person. I just choose not to surround myself with many people, because I don't have to. If someone is sending you stuff like private chats, trust and believe they're doing absolutely, which is why I don't say shit about nobody behind their back that I cannot say to their face. Anything I ever say to you, personal, I'll own it publicly. Anytime you're talking to somebody behind the scenes, make sure the things that you're telling them, you don't care if it's public, because most people will put your business out there. They will. So keep that in mind. Whatever you say privately, make sure that you are able to say that publicly. Not saying that it will happen, but there's always that chance that it will. And if it does, you have to be able to admit what you said and take ownership for that. But I'm the type of person that I'm pretty blunt, straightforward, and honest. If I have something to say to somebody, I will say it to them. But then if there's some things that I don't say, trust and believe, I will always say it if you're standing in front of me. I'm not a fucking internet gangster, okay? I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm about that life. So at the end of the day, it's not about talking behind somebody's back, because I don't talk behind people's back. If I'm saying it behind your back, I will say it to your face. Period. I used to have a hard time letting people go, but once I had to let a close relative go, others became easy. I can't afford exactly ASAP. If someone is sending you stuff like private chats, I read that one, but that is so real. That is so real. Everybody, keep that instilled in your brain. Now, am I the type of person that would do that? No. I would never show private chats unless I had to. Unless my integrity was being compromised, then absolutely I will. But I'm not the type of person that goes and shows messages and stuff like that. Not unless I have to. But the point is that I don't have any problem. I'm a grown-ass woman. I own up to my shit. Okay? There is no other way to be. I call people I cut out my life former users, former associates, not former friends. I'm very cautious with that word. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even with those other people that, the ex-mods, I can't consider them as friends, because, a friend is somebody that I feel like you've known for a long period of time and you're building a friendship. I feel like we were working towards building a friendship, but I didn't ever look at them as technically friends. You're always going to side eye people that you just meet. Unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles here on YouTube. I'm not saying that I wasn't trying to build, but I can't say that they were technically friends. You know what I'm saying? And then they definitely showed after that we weren't friends. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Don't say nothing about someone that you wouldn't say to someone's face. Absolutely. Tia, you are spot on with the woman taking the man because they just want to wreak havoc. Exactly. Most of the time, like in Comanda's situation, most of the time when a woman is trying to flirt with your man, all of those types of things, it's not because they want the man. They may think the man is cute or whatever. Most of the time, it's because they're trying to hurt the woman, because they're jealous and they want to make that woman feel the way they feel when they look at that woman, which is nothing but rage and jealousy. So they do it to validate themselves. Okay? It doesn't validate them, but that's what they feel is going to validate them. Oh, I'm going to take her man, blah, 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 blah. No. And I look at it like this. If my man can be taken, he's not my man. Period. It's that simple. If you can take him, you can have him, because he wasn't mine to begin with. He wasn't. Any strangers at that. I mean, realistically, people online are strangers. They are. That's how I look at it, Poppy. That is absolutely correct. People online, you guys have to look at it like this. And I'm not saying this about you guys, but in reality, it's just the truth. There are people who come online to escape their real lives, okay? And they'll immerse themselves with YouTube, or they'll immerse themselves whatever social media platform they choose. They will immerse themselves in a social media platform because you can come online and be whoever it is that you want to be. Okay? You can make a fake persona online and be very, very convincing. And people will look at you the way that you want them to look at you until you start getting deeper into things. And then people start looking you up and saying, wait a minute, this person's a criminal, they're a felon, all of that stuff. Oh, it always gets to that point. But when you're online, you can be whoever you want to. Okay? It's very easy to be behind a screen and type and say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm loyal and I'm this and I'm that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you are. And that's how you have to look at things. And that's how I look at things. Anybody who comes online can tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. Just like that girl comes in here, Tia, you're lying. You had your kid when you were 20 and you're 40 and blah, 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 blah. First of all, even if I am, what's your fucking point? That still doesn't negate the fact that I had my child at 15 going on 16 years old, for one. For two, what is your point? People will try, okay? Especially when they're jealous. People will try to sabotage you. People will do whatever it is that they can to try to make you look like you're a liar and you're lying about your age. First of all, let's be clear here. You're not making me look bad. You're making yourself look bad, and you're also making me look better, because no matter the age that I am, I still look better than y'all. So what's your point? For one. For two, what do you care? Is that the best you can come up with? Is you lied about how old you were because I connected with you because you were. Why would anyone lie about something like that? But people will go to above and beyond measures to try to make you look like you're just this lying person over your age. I'm whatever age that I fucking want to be. And you want to know why? Because I can be. I still get carded when I go to the store to get cigarettes. So therefore, that should tell you something. So whatever the fuck age I want to be, that's the age I'll be. It's that simple. But that's what people do. They will do whatever they can to slander you, to make you look bad. The frustration on their part is there's nothing you can do to make me look bad. And in the process of you trying to make me look bad, you're only hurting yourself. It's that simple. It's that simple. Next, please come up with something better than that. Because first of all, most women lie about their age, but at the end of the day, you're turning it into you lied about being a young mom. How do you figure that I lied about that? Do you know how to add? Obviously, you don't, because I was a very young mother. Funny thing happened yesterday. Mega Mouth called me a weirdo because I clip her lies. I just think it's funny coming from her. She's the one who's the weirdo, and she will forever be a weirdo. She is a horrible person. That's all they got, baby. That's why. Amen. Like, if that's the best you can come up with, it's pretty pathetic. Exactly. You have to be cautious. Think of a time you were giving your friendship to someone that was using you. My mom used to say, everybody ain't your friend. It's very true. I'm sure she would have if she hadn't been so busy sleeping with his dad and brother. Wow. And strangers at that. I mean, realistically, people online are strangers. They are. It's very, very true. I think that's probably such a true statement in this conversation. Black don't crack, plus Tia has her mom's genes. Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that. And that is a true rumor. It is. I mean, they say black don't crack. Most women, you know, whether you're in your late 30s, 40s, whatever age you are, I mean, look at Jennifer Lopez, look at Beyonce, look at look at Angela Bassett. I even think Sandra Bullock looks great, you know. Cameron Diaz. The list goes on and on and on. Like, girl, bye. Most of these older women are literally, you know, never mind. But I've been 31 for 3 years exactly. I've been 23 for 3 years too. Unleashed extreme. But I think that's something to hold on to. Anybody can be whoever it is that they want on the internet. And you have to be careful with the people that you choose to confide in, the people that you choose to, you know, let in your circle, the people that you choose to tell personal things to. Because remember, people literally are very convincing. And you have to side-eye everyone that you meet on the internet. Unfortunately, it's just the truth. This is the internet. You don't know these people in real life. And no matter how much you look them up or whatever it is, you still don't know people that you just meet on the internet. You just don't. So be careful. I'm going to dye these grays and go back to being 25. See, anybody can, Aesop. And I don't, last time you came on panel, which I am going to do a panel because I love having you guys up on panel. I miss having panels, so I'm going to do a panel one day. I don't remember you having gray hair, Aesop, but you're gorgeous. You know, I remember that. You have beautiful skin. You don't have not one wrinkle on your damn face. Okay. So obviously, first of all, gray hair does not necessarily make you look older. However, some people look at it in that way. But I think you're gorgeous, Aesop. I was just saying Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett looks fucking in her 30s, and that woman is in her damn 60s. Okay. She really looks amazing, you guys. Have you seen them ladies who look younger in their older age, younger than when they were young? Yes, I've seen that. And that's what a lot of people, especially my family, say to me. They say I'm Benjamin Button, I'm aging in reverse. And I'm okay with that. 60s is the new 40s and 40s is the new 20s. Amen. I still can't get over how good Jennifer Lopez looks though. But you know, we know that these are celebrities and they have access to the best skincare and the best plastic surgeons to even, oh my gosh, you know who looks really bad right now though, you guys? Did you guys see Kim Kardashian's recent interview? I just want to say, and I plan on doing a video about her too. Kim Kardashian's starting to look really bad. And I've always thought, even though I cannot really stand the Kardashians, I've always thought Kim Kardashian was attractive. Obviously, she's an attractive woman. But in this recent interview that she had, something was off about her. Something ain't right. Like, she don't look that good anymore. But I've always thought she was drop dead gorgeous. But now when you look at her, it's like, what's happening to her? Because if you go back, you guys, and look at the way Kim Kardashian looks, right? Kim Kardashian got rid of all of her exotic features. All of her exotic features that made her, you know, look like, from her Armenian roots, she got rid of it all. And looking at her in this recent interview, I was seriously like, what is happening? There is such a thing as getting too much plastic surgery, too much work, too much Botox, too much fillers. Definitely. And it's sad to see, to be honest with you. She got really thin fast. She did. And I heard that she does a dangerous diet. I plan on doing a live stream about that too, you guys, because the Kardashians, they do like crash diets, like very dangerous diets. And it's very, very concerning to the girls that look up to them. Because the reason why I want to do a live stream about Kim Kardashian is because I feel like there has been a change in the dynamic with the Kardashians. There's been a shift, and they are no longer as powerful as they once were. And I also think that Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians as a whole, are the one that came out. First of all, curvy bodies have been here since the beginning of time. Okay, let's be real. We as Black women were made fun of because of our curvy bodies and our, our lips and things like that. And then it becomes a trend. But these trends were started by the Kardashians, looking like a brat doll, having the small, tiny waist and the bigger butt and the hips. They started that, even though it's always been here. They're the ones who turned it into somewhat of a trend. But now it looks as though they are all turning into very, very skinny, as if their curves are kind of magically disappearing. And I find that to be odd. Don't you guys? Something to talk about, that's for sure. They're the epitome of BDD. Exactly, Felony Millie. Too much work too early in life as well. Yeah, really? I'll have to go and look. She's had a lot of... You look at her recent interview, Aesop. She looks different. She really does. Like, she looks like either she's having a hard, stressful life right now, or something ain't right. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick before I end this. Hold on. Every time we get on here, you guys, we always start talking and talking and talking. Let me see. It's her recent interview. Let me see here. Find it. I don't know. Would it even be on YouTube? I mean, it should be on YouTube. This was literally, oh, here it is right here. 13 days ago. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of it, just to show you how she looks. It's all catching up with them. I agree. Exposing the drama. I agree.
6. Rent the car.
First up, Kim Kardashian, the reality star and business mogul, is opening up on co-parenting with ex-Kanye West. She's typically tight-lipped on the subject. She got candid in a new interview with the Angie Martinez IRL podcast, and she was pretty emotional. She spoke about how she protects her children from negativity. Listen.
Co-parenting, it's really hard, and like,
you're not co-parenting with just anyone.
Yeah.
For the quietest, easiest.
But I had the best dad, and I had the best memories. And
look at her face. I feel like a lot of this plastic surgery has started to wear on her. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, she's still pretty, but I feel like this plastic surgery is really starting to not work for her anymore. It's sad. Plus, they tried to live a perfect life. No one's life is perfect. Exactly. She knew who. See me, Commander. You and me are always here. Am I supposed to feel bad for her we're gonna go over this interview. I'm gonna edit some things out myself, but am I supposed to feel bad at her? You chose Kanye. You chose Kanye to have 4 kids with. So I'm supposed to now feel bad for you because co-parenting is hard? Sorry, I'm not going to. Because if it wasn't for Kanye, she wouldn't have the high status, the high celebrity A-list status that she does. Let's just be real. Her and that entire family. I may not fucking like Kanye West that much and the things that he says. There's truth to some of the things that he says. If you listen to him, they always try to label him as crazy. But at the end of the day, guess what? He's the one who brought that family to the high celebrity status that they are. So now, and you reaped all the benefits from it. So now I'm supposed to feel bad for you because you're no longer with him, trying to label him as crazy. And it's hard to co-parent with a person that you chose to have 4 kids with. Girl, bye.
Greatest experience. And that's all I want for my kids. As long as they can have that, that's what I would want for them, you know? So like, if they don't know things that are being said or what's happening in the world, like, why would I ever bring that energy to them? You know,
I think every parent wants that for their kids. She also explains, by the way, how she monitors any social media her kids have access to, and she also checks in with their teachers to see if other kids at their school are talking about their family. We're pretty vulnerable. You can check out the full podcast interview.
I'm going to find that podcast interview. I'm not saying that I can't, like, I don't. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do not like the Kardashians for so many reasons. The culture appropriation, all of the things that they've done. But what I will say is that, you know, yeah, it is hard to co-parent. But you're crying like people are supposed to feel bad for you when this is the person you chose to marry and you chose to have kids with. You chose him. So now all of a sudden we're supposed to look at you as if you're a victim? No. That's what my parents used to say when I'd complain about my kid's dad before he passed. You chose to lay down with him. I hated that they were right. Right. Same thing with me. Kanye absolutely is who made them, the TV shows and lavish life. He is. He's the one who brought them to the status that they are. No tear will be seen. And I don't see any tears. Wow, those kids' lives has been public so long. What does she think was going to happen? I doubt the younger kids are talking, but teachers probably are. But see, here's the thing. And that's the one part of the interview that I really looks like she was erased, like a chalkboard, her natural expression. Right, Foxy? Like she has no natural expression at all. So what was I going to say? So even with her whole Northwest being on TikTok and things like that, one of the things that she stated was she pays attention to what the kids say on the playground and stuff like that. How can you pay attention to that completely? You're not going to be able to stop kids from saying things to your children when you have a public life like that. You may think you can control it now, but there's only so much you can control. Kids can be very vicious and kids can be very rude, okay? And kids can be bullies. It's unfortunate. That's why a lot of us, we have to do better as parents. But in the same sense, you're not going to be able to stop kids from saying things to your kids with the things that they see on national television. I'm surprised she doesn't have a personal teacher doing homeschooling. That's what I'm surprised at too. North calls out Kim on everything. It's hilarious. A little Kanye. Co-parenting is hard. All mothers and fathers going through this. Prayers to all of you. Yes, co-parenting is very hard. And sometimes it's it doesn't work as co-parenting. And I am proof of that. But what I will say is that I'm not going to cry about it because at the end of the day, this is somebody that I chose to lay down with. So I have to deal with him for 18 years. It is what it is. Yeah, I did have never said First Brown or harassed her because she's dating Pete Davidson. Yeah, Kanye did a lot of and said a lot of horrible things about Pete, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with a lot of the things that Kanye says, Phoenix. So I understand what you're saying on that. North is more close to her daddy, Kanye West, than she has with Kim. I could see that. I don't watch their shows or anything, but I can see that she probably is closer to her dad. That's nerve for her to think that way, right? The children didn't ask for their lives to be public. She could have kept her lifestyle off the TV and media. Yep. Exactly. I used to watch and like her in reality TV before the girls became models. I didn't know she had ED issue. I was so disappointed. North calls Kim. Okay, I read that. I'm doing really good at reading every single comment. The more weight they lose, the more clout they lose. That's what I think Unleashed. I personally think that they started this trend, and it's almost as if they're trying to bring in a new trend of being skinny, and I don't feel as though that's going to work. Too many women have gone far and beyond to look like the Kardashians and to have the curvy bodies like the Kardashians and to have the butts like the Kardashians and all those things. And now, since the Kardashians are all of a sudden getting rid of all of these trends that they started, even though it's not a trend, but these are trends that people like to think that they started. At the end of the day, people aren't going to all of a sudden say, okay, I'm just going to lose 20 to 30 pounds and be skinny. It's just not going to happen. I feel like there's just been a shift in their power, and it's very interesting to watch. And I'm going to cover it for sure. Yep. Amen. Chloe teaches her daughter True how to feed and help the homeless. And that's good. Now, see, Chloe, I don't like everything that Chloe does, but she doesn't bother me as much. I felt like she was the only real one. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, I will never like him. I will never like Kylie. I feel like I'll never like Kris Jenner. I feel like that's a very evil family. There's things that's been happening even with Ray J and the sex tape that's came out. We have a lot to discuss about that. And I feel like it's going to be interesting. And I cannot wait to get you guys' opinion. Surely she knew that Kanye had bipolar disease. Yes, she did. I mean, I have known he has had it for years. I had said many times after he lost his mother, who kept him straight, if Donda was here. Exactly. Here's the thing, and this is what I will say. I empathize with Kanye because I know remember how I told you that my counselor made me come to the inevitable conclusion that I will never be the same person I was after I lost my mother. And I empathize with Kanye because I feel it's the same with him. I feel like he's never really been the same without his mother. And I also feel that there is a lot of baggage that he's carrying around because in a lot of ways, this goes to a conspiracy, which most of you might not believe, but I also believe in a lot of ways, which he has admitted himself that his mother was sacrificed. So I think that's a heavy weight that he's carrying around as well. And he is just, after he lost his mother, I feel like he lost a lot of sense of reality in a lot of ways. So I understand that because I did too. But I was able to go to counseling and get better. With him, the reason why I feel like he has this huge burden and he can't come to terms with it is because there's a chance he could have been behind it. That's just my opinion, though. Meaning if he had Donda was here, Kanye would be doing better because she truly cared about her son. And I imagine, like most strong mamas, she made sure he was okay taking his meds, etc. Exactly. The skinny FOD will be coming back. I'll have to go back to hiding my big butt. No, I'm just kidding. There's no hiding this booty. Okay, I'll stop. Aries. Yeah. I personally don't see the skinny thing coming back. I'm sorry. I just don't. But you could be right, Commander. It's not going to happen with me. Like, I would have to get a butt reduction, thigh reduction, hip reduction. I'd have to get all that stuff. It's not going to happen. No matter how much weight I lose, my booty ain't going nowhere. So it's just not. I've never been the same since losing my dad, no matter how much time goes by. Exactly. And that's where I am. Like, I'm never going to be the same. And I came to that conclusion, and neither is Kanye. So I'm bipolar BT1. I feel for him because I've been off my meds many times and on psychiatric holds when I was younger. I have instability on my meds. We're stigmatized like we're nuts, and it's unfair. I know a lot about it because a friend of mine growing up, she was a really good friend of mine. She had bipolar disorder, and when I would be around her, skinny is not bad. Skinny is not bad. Women of all shapes and sizes are beautiful. What I'm saying is that the Kardashians came in, setting trends, culture appropriating, all of these things, having the curvy body and all of these things. And now all of a sudden they're losing a lot of weight and no longer having curves, but there's nothing wrong with being skinny at all. I'm just saying that people literally copy everything that the Kardashians do. And they do crash diets to lose that type of weight, which is very dangerous and a horrible example to set towards younger girls. And I truly feel like they're just dangerous, in my opinion. The Kardashians are dangerous, but no, there's nothing wrong with being skinny. I wish I could be very, very skinny, but I'm not, and I have to embrace that. You have to embrace your body to whatever shape and size that it is. And there is nothing wrong with being skinny. There's nothing wrong with being thick. There's nothing wrong with being curvy. There's nothing wrong with being heavier set. There's nothing wrong with anybody. Everybody, every woman's body is beautiful, in my opinion, no matter the shape or size. Since I've lost my parents, I believe I'm a different person. I definitely believe that I'm stronger now. And that's good, though. And I'm sorry you lost your parents, Betty. I know how that feels. Oh, I missed you too, Kelval. It's good to see you. But skinny is not bad at all. Losing a parent you're close to does change something within you. You never go back. I'm so sorry for your loss, fellow Melanie. Yes, I'm so sorry for anyone who has lost a parent. Anyone. Because it's hard. It is. It's very hard, and you never get over it. My daughter and I were just talking about the Kardashians. Shame on them. They're just horrible. And even like after the whole Balenciaga thing happened and how long it took Kim Kardashian to respond, like, I just think that they're a very dangerous family, in my opinion. So Kendall Jenner is natural, but she's a real snot. That's what I heard. And she has had some work done. There is a creator on here that examines celebrities, and you should check her out. Kendall has had subtle work, but she has had work done, though. Love to all who have lost. Amen. To anyone who has lost a parent. I know how it feels. I'm here for you. You can always message me anytime you want to. Email me. Because I know how it feels, and I wouldn't wish the pain on my worst enemy. So well, there was one, and I'm going to end it on this. There was a girl that I was watching on TikTok, right? And this this is crazy because I seriously feel the same way sometimes. This girl was talking about how she lost her mother. And from the moment she lost her mother, when she lost her mother in the hospital, when she walked out of the hospital, she felt as though she was in a different dimension. And it's crazy to me because I connected with this so well. She's like, and when she lost her mother, it seemed as though the whole world changed and as though her mother was living in the dimension before. And it's crazy to me because things did feel so different once I lost my mom. It really did. It did feel like I was living in a different dimension, and it just made so much sense what this girl said. If I can find the video, I'll show it to you guys. But if you've lost a parent, think about that. You're absolutely right. People talk negatively about those with mental illnesses. I don't think those doing school pawpaws are helping us either. I wish we could reverse deletes, Melody, but YouTube does not give us that option. Reverse deletes. Thank you. I just try to use any opportunity to educate about it. People see we can be successful and they stop seeing us as crazy. Bruce is the only natural one. Yeah, a lot of people don't think Kendall Jenner got work done, but she actually did. I know it may sound crazy, but a few hours before my mother passed away, my body felt this soon I've never felt before. I cannot describe the feeling to this day. I could imagine losing my mom. I couldn't imagine losing my mom. She's my rock. Hold her close, Melody. I wish we could. Okay, I read that. Yes, it just resonated with me. When she said she walked out of that hospital and everything looked different, I felt the same way when my mom passed. Like I was living in a different dimension. It's crazy, which they say we are living in a different dimension anyway. So yeah, it's definitely something that we are going to talk about. There's a lot of amazing content that I have planned for us. We are not going to just focus on drama. I'm not saying that we're going to not talk about drama and the tragedy pimps and things like that, but we are going to keep it classy over here. So I will say to you guys, don't pay attention to negative things. If you can try to stay away from it, try to, because when you like a creator and you see the things that you see, and I feel this way about a lot of creators that I watch, and you see the things that you see, it can make you so mad when you watch someone else who's just basically clout chasing, sit there, make up lies, blah, 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 blah. But how you have to look at it is people will always get their karma in the end. Okay. People will always get their karma. I want us to focus on things that matter. Okay. And silly drama of people reaching to trying to make up any lies to slander a person because they don't have anything else better to do. That's not my vibe, and I don't have time for it. So I just want you guys to know that I don't pay attention to it. I don't. It does not bother me in any way, shape, or form. And even though, yes, there will be things I pick and choose to respond to, we still obviously cover, the tragedy pimps and the horrible things that they do to victims and victims' families. But we're also going to talk about things like this, things that matter. Okay. And I love y'all. Thank you for participating in the conversation. I'm glad we talked about something different towards the end. Continue to pray for Shanquilla and her family. Happy birthday to Shanquilla Robinson once again. And please keep her family in your prayers. I can't imagine what they're going through. And I just want some kind of justice to be served here, as far as at least arrest them. You know, what is taking so long? We're going to continue to talk about this case and to continue to cover this case. The tragedy pimps are MGL, J for All, Bullhorn Betty, Dolly, all of them tragedy pimps. We'll continue to cover them as, you know, as we should. But please keep Shanquella Robinson's family in your prayers, and that's justice is right around the corner for them, and that the police are doing the best that they can and working hard on this case. And if they aren't, that's when we keep talking about it. Other creators continue to talk about it, put pressure on the police. We all want some kind of justice, but we are not Shanquella's parents, and there's no way we could feel how much they want justice. So let's continue to do whatever we can to keep Shanquella's name out there and to continue to cover this case with integrity and put out the right and accurate information to the best of my ability. Okay. I have to catch the replay, praying she will get justice. Exactly. Please pray please pray that Shanquella's family finds comfort, especially because today is her birthday, and I will be back on here tomorrow. I don't know what day. Well, I'll probably do the members only tomorrow, but I'm most likely going to be on here every Monday. Wait, what's today? Okay, every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I will see you guys tomorrow, though. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for participating in the conversation. Thank you for listening to me. I truly think you inherit whatever psychic abilities you have from your mother. You may have felt that change over in your spirit once she was leaving this plane of existence. Maybe. Because I can tell you right now, when she passed and I walked out of that hospital, it really did feel like there was a different dimension. It did. I cannot unpack my parents' death. I've tried. I just pretend they're on one of their trips. It's not the healthiest, I know, but we survive. I know we can. Poppy, that's okay. But one thing that I will tell you is consider going to counseling, because it helps me tremendously. Sadly, we get to borrow them for a short time, not keep them forever. I know. I wish I had a good mom, and I'm sorry you didn't, Kel, because you sure do deserve it. The world is very sick. Yes, Betty, have a great night. Thank you guys all for being here. Yes, please hit the like button on your way out, and make sure that you, if you're not subscribed already, to anyone who's new, make sure you subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you to my amazing mods. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to my members. Thank you to every single one of you for being who you are, for being loyal and believing in me. I love each and every one of you. When my father died, I felt a great weight lifted off my shoulder. Well, I'm happy that you were able to experience that, Melody. But I love you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. And if you need to reach out to me, my email is always in the description, and it's in my about section. I appreciate all of your love and support. Remember how beautiful you are on the inside as well as out. Give somebody a compliment tomorrow. You're at the grocery store, at the dollar store, wherever the fuck you are, give somebody a compliment, because you never know how it can literally change their entire day by telling somebody how beautiful they look today, or how handsome they look, or how you like their hair. You like the color of their hair. I love doing stuff like that. I love seeing people smile. So I love y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your night. Okay? Deuces. I lost. I'm not flicking you guys off. I lost my nail on this hand, so I'll do it with this hand. Deuces, you guys. Love y'all. Bye. Deuces. If I can find my outro, we'll be good. Deuces.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit so sharp.